I agree that vertical information sharing is very important. I also think horizontal sharing is important. When we look at particularly the Hassan case and the Christmas bomber, and this is where I want to lead towards the National Fusion Center. I think this is a monumental task for you to pull this thing off. And who are the partners and who will be sharing the information? We know that in Hassan, as I mentioned in my opening statement, that the Joint Terrorism Task Force had information that he had been in touch with the cleric in Yemen, and yet none of that information was shared with the commander at Fort Hood, General Cohen, who I spoke with at the memorial service. Wouldn't you have liked to have had that information? Absolutely. How many more Hassans are out there? We don't know. That's horizontal. How will this? And let's talk about the Christmas bomber. You have threat information coming in from the State Department that his father came in to the embassy, warned him that his son was in contact with extremists in Yemen. At the same time, NCTC is getting threat information. And in fairness to them, they're getting a lot of threat information every day, but that's, again, a horizontal issue. And so how do you envision this National Fusion Center to work? Who will be the partner? Specifically, will DOD be a partner to that? And how will this work to prevent, in those two cases, prevent something like that from happening again?
I actually met with Assistant Secretary Paul Stockton, DOD, and he shared a lot of your concerns as it relates to force protection. In fact, we're stepping out on an opportunity to assist them, with a suspicious activity, to assist them with force protection. Additionally, we're interacting with the high-intensity drug trafficking areas to ensure that horizontal information sharing is occurring, and also obviously building the capabilities and capacities of the fusion centers. As it relates to the information flow within the federal government from FBI to DOD, I would really like to defer, answering that, but suffice to say that the fusion centers need to be considered part of this fabric, part of this enterprise. They need to be trusted colleagues. They're secure space, they're secure connectivity. They have federally recognized clearances, so the federal government needs to look at them as partners and leverage them to share the information to make them better informed as to what to look out for and certainly what to report back into the system.
I think the chairwoman agrees with me. We do want to work with you and help you in this effort, because you have been tasked as a lead agency, and it is a monumental task. And I think to give you the authorities where you can go to the Department of Defense or the Joint Terrorism Task Forces or even the intelligence community to say, look, I have the lead responsibility to protect the nation and the homeland, and you need to work with us.